According to the UN, by 2050, around 70% of the world's population will live in urban areas. Cities will have to step up to new challenges with smart solutions. But how will these solutions affect the economy and urban tourism? We came to the UN World Tourism Organization Summit in Nur-Sultan to find out. In 2018, international tourism hit 1.4 billion, and with new smart technologies, experts say that that number will only rise.
Today, urban tourism is obviously one of the key elements of urban development, but we need to work on 5 pillars. One of them is technology, naturally, innovation, but also, and we often forget about that part, sustainability, accessibility, and governance.
At the conference, one thing is clear: attracting tourists shouldn't come at the expense of residents.
I think we have to have this citizens-first approach, because if we want to have a good place for tourists, we have to have a good place for inhabitants of the city first. So we have to be careful not to overdo it.
It is no coincidence that Nur-Sultan was chosen to host the UNWTO summit. Its population has tripled since the 90s, and the Kazakh capital is relatively young, which makes it easier to implement new approaches to develop the urban environment.
20 years ago, the population of the city was less than 300,000 people. Today, there's over 1 million people living in Nur-Sultan. With this large influx, we need to introduce new technologies.
One example is this application that in several clicks gives access to more than 75 services in the city. It's only been recently developed, but the application is already used by 1 in 5 residents of the city.
We've introduced a new e-health passport. It does not exist in other cities in Kazakhstan. Through the application, you can make a hospital appointment and get medical test results. This isn't just for residents, it's also for foreign guests. Last year, this service was used by 3,500 tourists from 45 countries.
This is a smart city concept that improves city life while supporting the community, bringing local engagement to the centre of the conversation about economic growth and sustainability.